Well, over the past 2 years, we've had situations that have caused us to miss some school, the weather being one, and then we've had some water issues where we didn't have water to the building, and we missed a great deal of school. So Mr. Horn petitioned the Kentucky Department of Education to allow us to utilize the non-traditional instruction days, and we were granted permission to do that. We have 10. Luckily, and because of the way the process works, our teachers were proactive before this ever came about today. So a lot of our students already knew, in the event that we have a non-traditional instructional day, here's the format, here's what you can expect from me. So some teachers wanted to use handouts, some teachers wanted to use Google Classroom or Study Island or some sort of technology. Today what teachers are mainly doing is they're here in the building as a normal work day. If students come in to get books or materials, they're here to answer questions. They're answering emails from students. They're answering phone calls. They're just here to kind of direct instruction.
So far, it's been very successful with implementation. And I would attribute that to the fact that we were prepared for this and said, hey, listen, assignments will be coming. For my U.S. history students, we use the database website called Study Island. Kids are familiar with it. They've used it before in days when we had normal school, so that way it prepared them to when the event that an NTI Day did occur, they would actually have the ability to know how to go on and use it. As an educator, it's really great and beneficial to me because I can actually go through the website and click on an icon that says Live View, and I can actually go through by class, select the class, and I can actually see who's been logged on, when they logged on, the time, and how much progress that they have done, and what all's been completed by percentages of class. The assignment, are they 70% proficient, which is what I asked them to be at, and I can do that. I can do that for each class, and it really helps me out. I can also give them live feedback if they're short in an area and I think they need to improve on. I can go through my messenger and say, hey, you need to redo this or need to check this out. Go to Study Island and look at the lesson plans that I've given you and redo it. And it's really it's a really easy program to understand. The kids know how to do it, and I think for the most part they like it. The content that I put on here, the information, is relevant to the current curriculum that I'm teaching now, for not missing anything. And I'm actually fortunate for my U.S. history students because I was between chapters over the weekend before the days start, and when they come back physically into the classroom, I'm jumping right into the 1920s eras. So the lessons were actually for the 1920s, and it works out.
We've had a few bumps, but I think overall it's been very smooth, and I think that's just a testimony to our teachers and to our students having put things in place on the front end. You're not going to please everybody, and we understand that, but we honestly tried to do what was best for kids and for our families.